This is CNEagles.com and the Chuck Benson Show. I'm Adam Cavalier, the voice of the Eagles, alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, into the thick of things. 5 games left and a tall task on your hands Saturday with the Newberry Wolves. You're a game back of first, beat Newberry by 22 in the first meeting. How do you get ready for a hostile road environment and a team that is of bombs away mentality from beyond the arc?
Our guys are very hungry right now. We got 5 games to go. We're going to take them one at a time like we've taken every game this season. Like most teams at this point in the year, you start sort of facing the adversity of fatigue and sickness and injury and all that sort of, it touches every team. We're trying to encourage our kids to handle those February blues that come and just prepare and practice and go into these games doing what we do.
You bring up February blues, undefeated for this month. That hasn't been the case in months past, where it's been a bit up and down for your clubs. What's made this February different?
Our first year, that was what it is. It's the first year, and at that point, I had not really been able to recruit as the head coach here, and so we were in survival mode year 1. Year 2, we had a core group of guys that are here now in year 3, but again, year 2 in some ways was like year 1. Now you got some kids that you wanted in here, and you're working through scheme and expectations and standard. This year, those guys understand what the scheme and expectations and standards are. They're a little bit older and are better suited to follow through what we expect as you end the season.
You look at what you've done defensively for this month, and you've held every opponent you've faced below 60 points. You've been solid defensively all season, but it seems like it's been spectacular the past few weeks. Has something changed, or is this you're hitting a pinnacle right now?
Well, what we do defensively, it's very complex, very complicated, and we play a bunch of guys that this is their first year doing it, and you might think, well, that you're running a zone defense, that's easy. Well, we have so many, and you've seen us practice and prepare. There's a lot of stunts. There are a lot of little subtle things we do out of that thing that the only way you get good at is through time and experience. And I think now, this semester, and now particularly this month, our guys it's starting to click and come together, and that's exactly the way you want it to happen. So we're in a way, we're a second-year group that's coming together at the right time.
You face off against a Newberry, Dondre Walker, Quayshawn Hawkins, and 4 other guys that can score the ball pretty well. You had them find 4 players with double-figure nights in the first meeting, but you hold the 2 big guns, Walker and Hawkins, below their averages. How do you do that again?
Well, they're good anywhere they play, but they're really good at home. They shoot the ball with so much more confidence. It's a hostile environment there at Newberry. We've got to extend out and defend the 3, which we will do. And then you've got to more or less force them to attack the rim and hope that you can have schemes that contest shots at the rim. We've been challenging our guys night in, night out to hold teams and hold individuals below their averages, and we'll continue to have that challenge. But as I've said all along, can't ever focus on one side of the ball. We've got to defend well, and we also got to make shots, and that's always a challenge when you play a team like Newberry that just presses and traps and scrambles for 40 minutes.
An individual comes up on a milestone-ish. Sanders, 21 points away from breaking into the top 10 on the all-time scoring list at Carson-Newman. He doesn't seem like he's focused on it, but what does that mean that you've got a kid that's bought in and now he's going to be among the all-time greats in Carson-Newman history, at least statistically?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm happy for Ish. He really, that's not a big deal to him. It doesn't impact him on a day-to-day basis with his teammates. He is a very humble guy. He's a very confident guy, but he's very humble. He gets along great with his teammates. They're all happy for him because of the way he is as a person. And maybe one of these days, years from now, he'll look back and have a sense of pride and accomplishment in it. But he's still got a lot of basketball to play here. We got a regular season to wrap up, a postseason, then he's got his senior season, and I'm glad he's breaking into the top 10. I'm interested to see just how far up that ladder he'll climb before he's all said and done.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck Saturday.
Thanks, Adam.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. This is the Chuck Benson Show. I'm Adam Cavalier, and this is CNEagles.com.